ED102, The Field of Early Childhood, Part 2, Week 2 Student Guide. Welcome to Week 2 of ED102. This week, we delve deeper into the fascinating world of early childhood education by focusing on the practical application of theory and the diverse landscape of program options available. Building on our foundational understanding, we will explore how high-quality early childhood experiences are designed and maintained to support the optimal development of every child. This week's topics are crucial for understanding the complexities and rewards of working with young children and their families. We will examine the principles that guide effective practice and consider how different program models strive to create equitable and supportive learning environments. Overarching learning objective. Upon completion of this week's modules, you will be able to synthesize your understanding of developmentally appropriate practices, the spectrum of early childhood program options, and the significance of quality standards and assessment to articulate how high-quality and equitable early learning environments are created and sustained, recognizing the impact of research on the field. Learning objectives. By the end of this week, you should be able to understand the fundamental theoretical principles of developmentally appropriate practices and how they are applied across various early childhood programs. This includes grasping the core ideas behind DAP, informed by child development theories, and seeing how these principles translate into everyday interactions, curriculum decisions, and classroom environments in different settings. Discuss how these practices promote equity in the context of children's development, culture, and language. We will explore how intentionally applying DAP helps to create inclusive environments that value and build upon the unique strengths, backgrounds, and linguistic diversity of all children, counteracting potential biases and promoting a sense of belonging for every child and family. Identify the range of program options available in early childhood education and the factors influencing selecting a program type. This involves learning about different models like childcare centers, family childcare homes, Head Start, and pre-kindergarten programs, and understanding the various considerations families and communities weigh when choosing among them. Relate these factors to the NAEYC program standards that ensure a high-quality and equitable experience for all children and their families. We will connect the practical aspects of program selection to the established benchmarks of quality set by NAEYC, understanding how these standards advocate for environments that are safe and stimulating and intentionally equitable and responsive to the needs of diverse learners. Describe the importance of an annual assessment in maintaining a high-quality early childhood program. This objective focuses on understanding the purpose and ongoing evaluation process at the program level, recognizing its role in continuous improvement, informed decision-making, and ensuring accountability for providing high-quality services. Explain the impact of early intervention studies on changing public perception of early education. We will examine how research demonstrating the long-term benefits of quality early childhood programs has influenced public opinion, policy decisions, and the growing recognition of early education as a critical investment in a child's future and societal well-being. Key topics covered this week. Developmentally appropriate practice, DAP, principles and application. DAP and promoting equity, development, culture, language. Types of early childhood programs. Factors in choosing an early childhood program. NAEYC program standards and quality/equity. Annual program assessment. Impact of early intervention research. Key terminology to know. Developmentally appropriate practice. DAP teaching attuned to children's ages, individual needs, and the social and cultural contexts in which they live. Equity in early childhood education, ensuring every child has access to the resources and support they need to reach their full potential, regardless of their background. Culturally responsive teaching, educational practices that acknowledge, respect, and incorporate all students' cultural backgrounds and experiences. Linguistically diverse learners, children who are learning more than one language or whose home language is not the dominant language of the educational setting. Early childhood program models. There are different structures and philosophies for organizing early care and education, e.g., child care centers, family child care, Head Start, pre-kindergarten. NAEYC program standards. A set of research-based criteria for high-quality early childhood education programs established by the National Association for the Education of Young Children. Program assessment, the systematic process of collecting and using data to evaluate the effectiveness and quality of an early childhood program. Early intervention, services and support are provided to young children who are at risk of or experiencing developmental delays or disabilities. Guiding questions for discussion and reflection. How do the core principles of DAP, age appropriateness, individual appropriateness, and social/cultural appropriateness guide effective teaching in diverse early childhood settings? In what specific ways can early childhood educators use DAP to create a more equitable learning environment for children from all cultural and linguistic backgrounds? What are the advantages and disadvantages of different early childhood program models, e.g., center-based versus home-based care? How do the NAEYC program standards related to curriculum, teaching, and assessment contribute to program quality and equity? Why is it important for early childhood programs to conduct annual assessments, and what information should these assessments gather? How have findings from early intervention studies influenced public and policymakers' views on investing in early childhood education? Consider a hypothetical child with a cultural or linguistic background different from your own. How would you apply DAP to ensure their needs are met and their background is valued in an early childhood setting? Suggested study strategies. Create flashcards for the key terminology to ensure you understand the essential vocabulary. Outline the key principles of DAP and list examples of how they are applied in different program types. Compare and contrast the different early childhood program models, noting their characteristics and the factors that might influence a family's choice. Please review the NAEYC program standards available on the NAEYC website and connect them to the concepts of quality and equity discussed this week. Research a well-known early intervention study, like the High-Scope Perry Preschool Study or the ABCDarian Project, to understand its methodology and findings. Form a study group with classmates to discuss the guiding questions and share your insights. Relate the concepts to real-world examples you may have observed or read about in the news regarding early childhood education. Created on April 18, 2025, using Gemini Advanced 2.5 Pro.